my channel. Thank you so much for being here. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Precious. I just take you guys along my journey, definitely with a lot of just, helpful information and, the growth of and the development of my faith walk with God, and just in the hopes that it helps you guys with yours as well. So there was a lot of different things that started to, I feel like I look really glary. I don't know, but y'all see it's not, I don't know, it's the lighting. Maybe that's better. Yeah, that's better-ish. She's oiled, okay? Anyways, yeah, so I had a lot of different things that I definitely wanted to talk to you guys about over the next little while. I definitely just decided to, I didn't decide, I really ended up feeling a push to really talk about what I'm currently going through. In terms of being distracted. So for me right now, currently, I feel like God is showing me and telling me very loudly that I'm distracted, and distracted more so from my purpose of what His will is for me. I know a lot of people are in different walks of their journey, and also not having an identity, because for me, especially myself, like I felt like I always knew myself, but like I knew qualities of myself, but to really identify who I was, I didn't feel that until I came to a knowing in God, and then everything felt full and in completion. And so with that, it makes you want to strive for, the thing that God has for you. And along the way, different things can get in the way, different things can get distracting. Literally, I got physically moved out of things, when I came into relation with God, and moved into things that I wouldn't think or felt like I was prepared for, which I'm going to explain in another video. But like I said, I got a lot of things that I want to really talk to you guys about without being, my whole thing was that it was difficult for me because I didn't want to be too out there, or, because I'm still trying to tame myself and to, be, not, I wouldn't say tame myself, but, just kill my flesh essentially and really just step into the spirit. So in all of that, it's like, I don't want to come across, especially because I've grown up in church and, things can be religious. I've been under the religious thumb of things where you feel like everything that you're doing is wrong and you're just trying to be right. And, God knows who you are deep down inside. So just feeling like I don't have to be, a cookie cutter version of myself, especially my Christianity walk. It's just because this is who I am, right? So anyways, I wanted to come to you guys and talk to you. I don't want to make this video super long, about being distracted. So I ended up having, I thought I found it. I did find it. Hold on, guys. I'm sorry. Oh, and please go ahead and comment, like, and subscribe to this channel and this video, because I have a lot that I want to talk about, especially in my next video. It's going to be very, very serious. But this is piggybacking off my last video that I did about how I found my purpose in God. But now God is also telling me that I'm super distracted. So this started back on March 7th. I had a dream, and I was in a room taking a test for a job I really wanted. I remember it was all Black women. The test was on a computer, and there was a bunch of these women around the table. I started writing my test, and one of the ladies asked for a jacket to the whole room, not just to me. Everyone looked at her and said, "You always asking someone for something." I said, "It's okay, I can get one. I live right across the street." The closet, so I ended up going to my house. The closet ended up being like a carousel, and every time I reached for the jacket, it would swing away almost like a game. Finally got back to the room for the test, and another woman asked for a jacket, and I said, sure. Same thing kind of happened. Eventually, I didn't get to write the test, and I remember really wanting the job, and then I woke up. So I was frustrated, obviously, but it was, at the time also too, I felt like I was very much under a very high spiritual attack, which I wrote here as well, which were my real thoughts in and around the time that I had this dream, right? Okay, we're gonna fast forward now to where, and when I tell you that distractions can come in the way of everything. It's my everyday life. It's what I've been paying attention to. It's the lack thereof things. You know, people, like God, when he wants your attention, it's very loud and intentional. Like I had people messaging me from my old workplace like 6-7 years ago that, like, you know, we talked, but we didn't really talk like that. They don't message me to say what up, da-da-da-da. They messaged me to tell me about things that I already had, like the thought process I had about in which the vision that I feel like God gave me about my purpose and the things that I was supposed to be doing. They were like, you got to continue doing that. You got to continue stay on that path. And I was just like, where did you come from? God, like, it was like God. It was like people that don't message me are telling me about stuff. People outside, people that I don't talk to. It's crazy. It's crazy. But anyways, these I didn't write in my book yet because they just happened. But I had these dreams as well. So on November 22nd, and also too, so when I was finding my purpose in God and stuff like that, there's a lot of things that you guys should pay attention to, especially in dreams. Water dreams. Dreams of water are very important. As you know, God is, you know, the living water. There's also, you know, dreams that involve babies and birthing and things like that are very important because it's very spiritual. You know, I don't know verbatim, like, you know, the scriptures and stuff, but I knew that when I had like my birthing dreams and stuff like that, I felt such a wash of contentment and just happiness just spread over me, right? And then the association with that, especially in one of my dreams, it's crazy because you're going to see the neglection of certain things because I'm distracted, right? And it seems like my distractions always come in the way of me helping other people. So you see in that dream, I was helping somebody to go get a jacket. I was helping somebody to do that. Got to be paying attention to, you know, God's very significant signs and things. You know, even when I was getting married, you know, even before I got married, there was people also too. I had two ladies, two separate occasions. One I did not know at all, and I walked into the house and I met her, and she's like, I see you getting married. I was like, hi, nice to meet you, you know. And the next one was in church, and it was just like, she's just like, you're getting married. I was just like, all right. And I kid you not, probably 2 months after I talked to both of them, yeah, girl, I was married. So don't ignore, you know, the way that God chooses to talk to you and the ways that he sends people in your life to, you know, be to prophesy to you, to tell you about yourself and things like that. I tread carefully because, especially like I told you, I didn't know that lady at the time, but you know, we're great now. She's listen. Okay. Back to this really quick because I want to get through this video. I don't want it to be too long. So November 22nd of this year, I had a dream. I was in is this the first one? Yeah. I had a dream. I was studying in a rented room. I had 3 projects to turn in, and I remember being very proud of myself, and I was able to study and my work looked good. I thought I can turn this in. The other people were doing stuff like yoga or something, but I was very concentrated on my work. I left to go catch my bus, and as I got there, I realized I left my wallet. I went back, got my wallet, and there was a bag next to mine. I went back and got my wallet, and there was a bag next to mine that looked like it was part of my bag set. So I asked out loud, whose is it? Didn't get an answer. So I looked inside, saw a piece of mail for a girl, and I said the name out loud, and she answered me, and I took her bag to her. Then I woke up. So that was the first one. Again, it's the distractions of me trying to do this test and get these tests done, and there's distractions everywhere. This time I was somewhat focused, okay? The second dream, and these were like boom, boom, boom. So that you see that first one was from March. This one was November 22nd. This one was November 27th. I had a dream I was helping my cousin, and she was trying to change her flight. I was running all around the airport with her to different stations. Everyone said they couldn't do it, so everyone said they couldn't do it, so we had to go to like 3 different stations. They ended up changing the flight to 4:30, so she had 2 hours to spare. I told her and my brother, I don't know where he popped up out of from, we will grab an Uber, pick up some McDonald's, go home, and I'll pay for an Uber for her to come back. All the while, I had been worried, and I kept mentioning, because I left my sleeping baby at home. At one point, I was going to call my landlord and have her check on her, but I didn't, because I didn't want to cause attention to my neglect. The whole time, though, we were rushing so I could get back home to her. Neglect. Distracted, okay? And it's nothing bad. It was to help. It was to help somebody to do something, right? Then I had a dream on December 1st. I think this is the last recent one. In terms of this, because listen, the dreams galore. The dreams have been dreaming lately, and you know, it's beautiful, but child, sometimes I like to sleep. I was in my old church. This is December 1st. I was in my old church. I was getting baptized. Or after that, they were wrapping up. So they asked if anyone else wanted to, and 2 little girls walked down the aisle to the front, and everyone started cheering. And I was making my way back to my seat, but I saw them like in the aisle coming towards me, and I smiled at them. They were so cute. And anyways, I got back. When I was climbing back to my seat, I kind of climbed over to get to it. And as I did so, I whispered to this girl that I still don't like you. And called her a bee. Child, listen, I'm gonna be real with you, okay? We got to pushing on church and got split apart after did I mix them up? So this is because I don't have it written down in my book yet. See, it's technology. Okay, anyways, and after that, I left. I was embarrassed. She sent some young girls to come fight me outside, but I loved them. They were like some young kids that I knew from like what day. They were babies when I knew them. So I was like, anyways, I ended up giving them like $3, and I was like, just talking to them. I was like, you guys need to be doing this. This is crazy, you know, just like trying to talk them off the ledge, because I was just like, ain't no way you're gonna send these little girls to come fight me and all this stuff. And then the girl came out, we started fighting in the parking lot, but we were on some sort of platform. We got into it, and then the scene switched, and I was with my mom, and we had some gadget out. I was with my man, and we had some gadget out, something that got us down the hill in minutes. Like, we basically flew down the hill, and we were trying to get somewhere important. I was telling somebody how smart he was and trying to get this to this office for what I could only assume was a meeting, talk to a person in a booth for directions, and then I woke up. So again, there was something that I was supposed to be doing, we were supposed to be doing, and all of us, like, I'm in this church, and I'm telling you, like, when I was talking to these girls too, I just felt like I was supposed to be in there in that moment talking to these little girls, telling them, like, you don't gotta be fighting, doing all this stuff and whatever. But I was distracted by my own, I don't know if it was my own anger or whatever in that moment. Yeah, because lately I've been kind of, see what I'm talking about? When I make these videos, sometimes you get revelation again, and that's the important thing about revisiting your dreams, talking about them, having revelation, having counsel, because now I'm sitting there like, yeah, you know, lately she's been a little agitated. She's been a little agitated, you know, a little angry for no reason, you know, chasing that stress, those stress sectors that are just going off. And you know, I'm gonna be real with you. Like, it got so bad, like I started taking some ashwagandha. I don't know if y'all heard about ashwagandha, but I don't know if it really works for me, because either way, little shawty got a little attitude. She's spicy, she's Caribbean. But anyways, that's neither here nor there. You guys, I can't be serious. But what I'm really trying to say is, you guys just really be paying attention, because God's gonna give you, you know, did I have more after that? I don't think so. Yeah, so again, you're gonna get constant, you know, constant, God, what am I trying to say? God's gonna give you a constant, first of all, a constant reminder and a constant, he's going to be loud. Like, listen, when I tell you, when I walked into the house and whatever, and the lady was like, you're gonna get married, I was just like, it was so loud. It was so, it was just like, I knew it's not something that I could have avoided. It's not something that I could just ignore. When I had these dreams, it's very, like I said, the purpose of me leaving my child and all of this stuff, and just not paying attention to certain things. Like, the message was clear. It's very clear. And I know that sometimes people will sit there and be like, well, what was that about? You got to sit there, you got to write it down, you got to figure it out. I told you I had one from March that's gonna show me. And then from the one from March, I knew, because in and around that time there was a spiritual attack. So now I know that's how the devil likes to work in my life. Everything that's happening that I consider and that happens and that is a distraction is the way that the devil toys with me, because I fall victim to it easily. Either if I'm helping people, or it's my anger and the frustration, the things I can't let go. Why did I have a problem with her? It just makes you sit there and really look at the things that you're trying to pay attention to. And it was literally right on time with what was happening, in sequence with what's going on in my day-to-day life, you know? And it's no, you know, shade or anything like that. It is what it is. I'm sorry, y'all. It's the things that are true, you know, and it's why am I saying no shade? It's just the honest to God. I should say honest to God. I'm trying to like work on saying certain things. So I feel like honest to God is like swear too, you know, and it's just like how you are going through things and going through life, and you need to be mindful. Everything happens in the spiritual realm before it happens here. And it's very true. And you know, you're not having these dreams, you're not having people talk to you for no reason. You weren't on their mind for no reason. That's God talking through people, talking through everybody, you know, and you need to be paying attention to these things. Anyways, guys, this video, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna make all of them a little bit, you know, quicker and faster, and hopefully I can get my messages out to you guys. But I really just like to spend time with you guys, and sometimes I come to revelation for myself, you know, in these moments. Anyways, please go ahead, like, comment, subscribe. I thank you guys again for watching and being here, and I'll see you guys in our next video.